Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Authentic Way, where we talk all things about reconnecting with your most authentic self and the inner magic that already exists within you. We'll dive into things like self-love, spirituality, energy, and what it really looks like to start living in alignment with your soul's path. Today, we're going to be talking about why authenticity is so magnetic. My hope today is to encourage you to show up more authentically you, even if it feels scary, because when you can be in that energy, it is far more magnetic and contagious than you can even realize. It may not always feel safe right off the bat, but trust me, it's worth it the more that you can practice doing so. So today we're going to be just really breaking down what authentic energy is and what's actually happening. And I really want to focus on why it is so magnetic and strong and why people are so attracted to it. There's this perception that we need to be a certain amount of things or have the credentials or have the money, and this perception to be the popular one in the room. You need to have a certain set of something. And I just really want to clarify that that is never true. And if it is, you are around the wrong people. And I really want to hone in on the fact that in my world and in a lot of very healthy, non-toxic worlds, there is going to always be the person in the room who is the most authentic because they are so grounded in themselves and they're magnetic in that, and that makes them popular and people want to be around it. And have you ever noticed when someone's just fully, completely, authentically them, they're like actually this like crazy magnet. People want to know them. People want to hang out with them and be beside them and like joke with them and, take photos with them. And it's like unconsciously happening, but it is this magnetic aura that is pulling people in because people are longing for more realness, rawness, love, grounded energy that we aren't getting in our day-to-day lives, especially living in a society that's so performance-based. This energy is so refreshing to be around. And it feels so safe because in this world that we live in, there's always so much going on and you have to be something and like this, all of these little trends going on to keep up with things, and to be seen on social media, you have to do this. And this authentic energy, in my opinion, it's coming. It's going to be the driving factor soon. I feel like we're living in this place right now. We're living in this world of, it is very performance-based, but people are craving authenticity so much. And it feels safe and calm, and like their nervous systems are co-regulating with these people who are so in their radiant energy that is raw and real. This energy that they're in is so consistent, and it's not difficult for them to do because they don't need to try. It's a natural state of being in their authentic power that is trustworthy. You can feel them. You can tell just by feeling the response in your body how authentic someone is being. And to me, that's so cool. That's how I make my friends. I really listen. Who is this person? How do they make my body feel? Are they real? Are they raw? Are they honest with themselves? Are they vulnerable? And it creates this quick bond between people because they know that they don't need to walk on eggshells. They don't need to try and figure out exactly who you are and what's behind those closed doors, because that's what keeps that trust away. And being in that authentic power means that you keep choosing yourself over and over and over again. And you are so validated in who you are from yourself, that self-trust, the self-love is there, and you're not asking for anyone to validate who you are and how you're showing up because you are so confident that it feels like you and it's in alignment with you. That authentic power is so strong. It is so contagious, and people crave it so intensely. Every time that you are in your authentic power, you are this, what they call pattern interrupt. I can break that down a little bit. So, pattern interrupt is, so imagine there were all these like little robots and we've been programmed into this life and we are all playing the same game and we're in the exact same reality and everyone does the same thing, same path, blah, 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 right? So we're all programmed to the same life. When we have a pattern interrupter come in, an authentic person, we are attracted to it because they are breaking a pattern that is new to us. Like what we think, let's just say going to school and getting a university degree, you all of a sudden are a pattern interrupter and saying, actually, no, I'm just going to be self-employed. And now you've opened up more possibility for other people. You are expanding other people's capacity to understand that we are more than this programming that we were taught. And the more authentic power and the more pattern interrupting can happen, the more expansion happens not only in your world, but now you're giving people permission to do the same. And they like that because it's different, it's new, it's novelty. People are so curious about it. They want to know why you did that. Like, where did this come from? And it's so different for them because all they've known is to go to school and get the job. So all of a sudden you become this like little curious cat that people want to know more about because they're inspired by you. They don't know why yet, but they're inspired that you have the courage to be something different other than they know. There's this sadness to me that when I see women all dressing the same, my heart breaks because I see them wanting to be seen so badly, but they're stuck in this never-ending loop of chasing the same identity as everyone else. And I'm just going to use this as a light, as an easy example. Let's just talk about clothing and trends. And watching women just constantly trying to keep up with what they should be doing and watching them just trying to walk the same path as everyone else, but they're always feeling behind no matter what they do. It's like this energy that they have so much energy to give, trying to be something, to be seen, to be, the best in their world or to be more, let's just say. But in reality, if they just took that same energy and put it into focusing on their own life and their uniqueness and their authenticity, they would flourish. They would be unstoppable. And I see these women, I love women so much, and I just want to hold their hand and be like, okay, I see you trying so hard. Let's put that same energy into 100% you. No one else. You're not trying to be validated by anyone else, be seen, look good, feel good. Like, you are just you. Can you just be you? Can you be in your authentic power? Can you wear something that actually just feels so good on your body and that feels so like you? Like, can you wear an outfit, let's just say if you love clothing, Can you wear an outfit that if no one could see your face, they would know, oh my gosh, like, yes, that is a Jess outfit. That's definitely her. She would definitely wear that. That's authenticity. That's you creating your own personal brand, if you want to put it that way. This is you. You are not copying anything. You're not being anything. And that is so contagious to people, but they don't really realize it. Or they don't realize that they're actually capable of being in their authentic power and being pattern interrupters. They don't realize like the effect of being a pattern interrupter, like what kind of response that gets from other people, and it gives them permission to do the same. And the more pattern interrupters we have, the more of a movement we can create with authenticity. And that's what I'm here to do, and what I'm talking about with the authentic way is how can we get people more into their bodies and feel actually into their soul and into their energy, what feels like authentically them, and remembering who they are, because you don't need to create it from scratch. It's already within you. But how do you let that part of you shine? Where does that authenticity come from? And it's always choosing something different from what people know. There's like way less tension needed when you're authentic. But when you're trying to be something, the tension, it just gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and it cannot keep up. It causes so much resistance to try and be something that is not you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. All of your energy will be drained by not showing up authentically you every day. It's exhausting. And it makes you lose yourself more. When you can be in your light and be in your authentic energy, you are giving everyone around you permission to do the same. And when people watch you do something courageous or brave to them that they don't really feel comfortable to do, it lets them feel like it is actually a possibility to do the same. And being in that contagious energy will cause this ripple effect. I can't encourage enough weirdness. I wish like I could just stand here and be like, I want my career to be to tell people to be authentically weird. And that weirdness is so alive. It's so real. And I know that everyone is so weird. Like, I'm confident about that. And I wish that people would let their weird out more and feel safe to be weird. Because no one is normal. No one is like this basic person. Everyone has their own unique gifts, their unique soul, what makes them shine. It's rare to find someone in their authentic power. And it's so needed. Because if we're going to move like forward as a society through everything going on in the world, we need authenticity. We need to be there for one another, to have those deep connections. You can't build a deep connection through inauthenticity. It just won't work. It's like, what is it being built on? Lies. It's not there. So when you have that authenticity and you're chatting with someone and you're building a relationship, you're letting them into your world. And that is what like bonding and friendships and family is about, like understanding who is this person to their core, learning them, studying them, being a part of their life. It's this bond that feels real and like allows room for these deep conversations to take place, attracting each other because you're pulling each other in because you're so into the other person's energy. The uniqueness becomes your signal. Like, think of if you could just like put up your little flag, your little authenticity flag, and be like, yep, this is me. And you're in a crowd of people. the like-minded people and the people who you are supposed to be around are going to see your flag and come flocking to you because they have a very similar flag. They want to be on your team and they want you to be part of their team. It's this individuality that is so attractive to others, and it feels safe and warm and welcome, and people are actually trying to co-regulate with this energy that you're putting out because it feels so good and refreshing to them. And every time that you're in a situation where you have a choice to make an authentic decision or an inauthentic decision, every time you make the authentic one, you are building a stronger, authentic power. And it becomes easier to use and like stronger and like really strong foundation that's a part of you. And you're choosing again and again, like, no, this is who I am. Can I make this decision from a different place? Can I make the decision from the place that feels authentically me, even though it might not make a lot of sense to others? You don't need the validation from other people to be that person that you are. Because being who you truly are is what people are actually seeking. And as I mentioned, if someone is not wanting to know who you are at your core and what your magic and core essence is, they are not your friends. They never were. That friendship is fake. It's not going to serve you in any way. It's only going to like hold you at the ankles and try and pull you down. Even from a spiritual or energetic place, if you look at it through the lens of like, let's just say energy work, authenticity means that you are like fully aligned with your core frequency and there's a match there and it feels good, it feels natural, there's no tension, and you are broadcasting the right frequency and not like this distorted one. And so it tends to feel way stronger and clearer and naturally attract the people who resonate with that energy. It's like tuning into your radio station of like, this is who I am. Same with the flag. You're putting your signal on. Like, this is a clear indication of who I am to my authentic core. And it allows for your life to start creating around that authentic energy. And you'll start to notice like things are falling into place that feel really good. The authentic people are showing up. The authentic experiences are showing up. Like everything that is you starts to become more attracted, not just people or being popular, but like actual and energetic exchange through cause and effect. If you are living in that place of authenticity, you're only going to attract that right back. You're in that realm, that world already. And the universe is only going to provide that back tenfold. And imagine trying to manifest from a place that is inauthentic and isn't you and doesn't really feel right. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so painful and like icky and sticky, and you're just going to get stuck constantly. You're not going to be able to move forward. And when you actually receive the manifestation, if you're even capable of it, it's not going to feel very good. It's not going to feel like you resonate with it. And you will attract that world. If you want to be keeping up with all the trends and trying to be something constantly, you will only attract more energy that is in lack and behind and trying to keep up. It will amplify everything that you put out. So you have to be so careful when you are not making authentic decisions. You are signaling to the universe, energy, God, source, like, this is what you're calling in. This is what you're wanting. And the more that you end up in that situation, the more you're going to have to try to get out. And it might not look authentic to get out because you're already so used to like trying to be something that you might just keep going in circles and circles and circles. There's this constant battle that you keep fighting to try and keep up. So when you're able to be in that light and just show up as you are signaling to everyone around you, it's okay to be you. This is fresh. This is free. This is who I want to be. Like this is my light. And watching someone in that, and watching someone who is fully and completely in that beautiful energy and in their authentic like alignment, you can see it on their face, you can hear it in their voice, you can feel it in their hug, like you can just feel everything about them that feels so right. And there will always be part of you being like, I want more of that. How do I get that? I want to be just like you. But in reality, all you have to do is look within, because that's where all your answers lie. That authenticity is always there, and it's not that you need to learn it, it's that you just need to remember who you are at your core and how they want to show up. For me, like embracing even just my curly hair, I spent 27 years, like, I mean, not as a baby, but like straightening my hair in denial of the authentic parts of me. And when I decided to start living as curly haired Jess, I was like, okay, this is it. This is like my authenticity. It was so fucking uncomfortable in the beginning because it was like, whoa, this is really unnatural. And it was hard on my body. And I was like, not really loving it because I wasn't used to it. But even making the decision to be like this big haired girl now with curly bangs, I feel alive. I feel like me. I feel like I'm not abandoning part of myself. And just being in my curly hairness is like my everything. I feel like that's where I make my decisions from. Like that's like the goddess me. That's the one who fully loves and embraces herself. Even if we have really frizzy hair days, we still like come from that place. That's my essence. That's my core. And it was such a reminder of like, no, this has just been a part of me all along, and I've been abandoning it, and I've been trying to hide that this is part of me. So when I started looking within, I was like, okay, there's parts of me here that want to come out. They just don't know how. And I think it comes with like self-trust and self-love. And when I started wearing my hair curly, people like could not believe it. They were amazed as to where I was hiding my hair this whole time and why I didn't let it out, because it was so authentically me. And now when I meet people, they've told me that sometimes they'll say, oh, Jess with the curly hair. And like, that's just part of my identity because it's so true. It's part of me that I let shine and I'm honest about. And I think if you can tap into that energy and like learn to let those parts of yourself out slowly and start being in that energy and stop trying to live for other people, your life is only going to create momentum around you and start giving that energy right back to you so that you feel that fulfillment constantly, so that you feel energetically charged by your own energy. What you put out just comes right back to you, and you need to be really careful with that. And you need to remember the cause and effect of that and how intense that can be. So when you are in your energy, people are going to feel it because it's coming right back to you. It's a mirror. It's constant and it's beautiful. I want you to radiate in that magnetic energy and just give yourself permission to be in that for once. Allow yourself to show up, to be a pattern interrupter and do things differently, even if it's scary. Because you are actually training your brain and you're training other people's brain that it's okay to do something different. And you're expanding their capacity and awareness around them completely in their own realities of what is possible. Thank you so much for listening today. I'll see you next time.